Hey, I'm Ivy, and today I'm gonna be talking about my comfort films. Just before we start today's video, I am so happy right now because every time I started using my DJI mics again, they've been making it such a hard time for me because there was always such a random problem. Like there was white noise, then the sound would only play on one channel, but then there was like white noise on the other channel. Then I used the other mic, then it got mixed together, and it's like, oh my god. So for right now, I finally got a hang on how these mics work, and I'm so happy. And I'm just hoping that I won't have any mic problems right now. I'm just praying to the universe that please don't make it that hard on me right now. My life is already too hard. So you're maybe thinking to yourself, like maybe you already know, but maybe you don't. You're maybe thinking to yourself, what is a comfort film? Like what are comfort films? I've never heard anyone talk about this, so yeah. In my opinion, comfort films are movies that if your life is hard, you just want to escape something. You want to just escape to that universe and just forget about what's going on in the world. You put on these films and you just let yourself live. I want to share with you guys my top comfort films. There are quite a lot. I watch them a lot of the times when I'm like crocheting or when I get home and I'm just like I don't want to think about anything. I'm not in the mood to watch something new. I'm just in the mood for get popcorn, watch something that I already know what I'm gonna watch. So actually there are quite different categories, like different types of genres that I watch, but so let's get into it. So the first movie that I wrote were the Hunger Games series. A little backstory, I looked up to Katniss Everdeen a lot when I was younger. I even made like a little short film when I was younger. The Hunger Games is one of those films that I saw when I was younger and I was just like, yeah, I want to be a stunt performer. Like seeing Katniss fall down from a tree, I was like, yes, this is what I want to do in movies. Or Katniss running from fire, and I'm just like, yeah, yes, no. But the Hunger Games movies, I really love the concept of it. Even though it's like today's age, it looks like the Hunger Games are becoming more real by every day. It's really, really sad. The Hunger Games for me is a movie that I can watch on repeat. I'm making a little fight scene with my friends. We're gonna make a little Hunger Games fight scene. And also, what I mentioned in my last video is that I'm reading A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This book right here, it's an Icelandic. I'm currently on chapter 8, I think. No, I'm chapter 7. And I'm gonna see if I can finish it in March. I don't have high expectations, but yeah. Get ready for me to react or make review of the new Hunger Games movie that's coming out this year, Sunrise of the Reaping. I'm really excited for it. It's the story about Haymitch. I love it. But to the next movie. The next movie we got is Pitch Perfect, the series. Pitch Perfect for me is, well, I don't know, it's like a parody for me. It makes a cappella into this professional competitive thing, and it makes like the entire world loves a cappella, like even though like I haven't known anyone who does a cappella. I just remember when I watched Pitch Perfect for the first time, I was just like, oh my god, I want to do a cappella. I love that it's a comedy movie, it's a parody at the same time, and I just love that if some Sunday or Saturday I'm just like, I just want to lay in my bed and I see Pitch Perfect on Netflix, I'm like, yes, we're watching Pitch Perfect. And it's also just like when I'm with my girlfriends and we're just like, what to watch, and then we go, oh, Pitch Perfect, even though it's with my girlfriends from Spain or Iceland or anywhere around the world. It's also just like I have a lot of different types of girlfriends, like some very feminine and some very masculine, but everyone loves Pitch Perfect. I love it. The third movie that I have here is Wild Child. Wild Child is about a girl from Los Angeles, and she's like a rebellious girl from Los Angeles, and her dad ends up sending her to boarding school. The thing that I really like about this movie is like it's coming of age, trying to find yourself and discovering who you are as as like a young woman or as a young girl. It's also very comedic at the same time, but it also shows like the cultural difference between, like, I feel like Los Angeles, in my opinion, is very chaotic and it's very like influencer type of stuff and celebrities and stuff like that, and someone goes there and then sent to a boarding school in England where everything is like blah 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 blah. She like tries to rebel in the boarding school, but her roommates are like, no, the hell not. I really like this film. It really shows that the environment around you can really change who you are. It's very important to find out who you are and stuff like that. So yeah. The fourth movie that I have here is Mean Girls. There are quite a few like Y2K movies that I have on here, but Mean Girls, and I'm just talking about the original Mean Girls. I'm not talking about Mean Girls 2 or the musical. No, I'm just talking about the classic Mean Girl. It's also like with Wild Child, it's like someone who comes from living their life very different from any other teenager, then gets sent to a high school in the States. That person like gets like fed up with all of that information and like becomes fake, and then they have to discover themselves again. I've personally gone through that when I moved here in Spain, that I kind of like let people change me because I wanted to respect the culture and stuff like that, but I actually became plastic, if we want to put a movie reference in there. No, Mean Girls, I really like watching that movie to ground myself and be like, hey, we have to be ourselves. Let's not become plastic. Let's not make anyone's popularity that doesn't affect anything. We're all equals. The fifth movie that I have here, or series, is Pirates of the Caribbean. A little bit of a change, but no, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I've watched those films like since I was a kid. I think I started watching them when I was like maybe 8 years old. I remember when the first 3 were out, my dad got them as a present for Christmas and I would watch them repeatedly. I did not know any English, and then I watched them again when I knew more English, and I was like, oh, that's what these jokes mean. Like, there are so many things that from Pirates of the Caribbean that I thought I understood it, but I did not, and then I watched it when I was older and I was like, now I know what they're saying. But Pirates of the Caribbean, it's just an adventure film or like a fantasy film about pirates, and me as a stunt performer and also a little bit of a nerd, I just love Captain Jack Sparrow and also just the environment and all the story about Pirates of the Caribbean. If I'm in the mood for something serious and something joking, comedy at the same time, I put on Pirates of the Caribbean. And also me as a person that I love the ocean. I love everything connected to the ocean, and when I feel like I'm disconnected to the ocean or like I want to get the sensation that the sea is close to me, I watch Pirates of the Caribbean and then I just want to go to the beach the next day or like dress up as a pirate. I don't know. Number 6 that we have here is Harry Potter. All controversy aside, I'm just talking about the movies. I grew up with Harry Potter. Like, I think I saw the first film or the second, like the first 2 films when I was 5 years old. I remember when I was in high school, middle school, I would fight with this girl about that Harry Potter was better than Twilight. And I was like, no, Harry Potter is better. And people were like, no, Twilight is better. I was like, no, Twilight is even though now I love Twilight, Twilight is one of those movies that it's so bad, but it makes it amazing. Also, Twilight is one of my comfort films, but I don't want to go too much into it because it's not like one of my top films, but Twilight is on this list. But continue with Harry Potter. This entire world of the Wizarding World, I love it. Especially Sirius Black. I have a Harry Potter tattoo. This thing right here is a Harry Potter tattoo. A lot of people think it's a Viking thing or a Celtic thing because I'm Icelandic and people are like, Vikings! And I'm like, no, it's just from Harry Potter. But nobody knows what it's from because I want a Harry Potter tattoo, but I didn't want something that was too obvious. I didn't want to be put into like this box of like, oh, she's a Harry Potter fan, blah blah blah. I was like, no. So I put something that like it looks cool. For me, it looks super cool, but no one knows about it. People, a lot of things it's like a Viking thing, but no. There's this one scene from the 5th movie where Sirius is talking to Harry, and I always like end up almost crying when hearing it. It's Sirius saying,
Besides, the world isn't split into good people and Death Eaters. We've all got both light and dark inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really are.
I have an entire Slytherin outfit at home. Harry Potter, I love it. I don't care what people say about it, that it's like, oh, it's the same as Star Wars, it's the same as The Lord of the Rings. I'm like, I don't care. That doesn't change anything. I love these films anyways. The next film that I have on this list is Friends with Benefits. Completely different from what we're talking about, but no, Friends with Benefits, I love this film. I love the concept of this film, like two coworkers decide to doing the devil's tango, like just playing tennis. It wasn't like Friends with Benefits, like in a way that I have an image of Friends with Benefits. It seemed like so normal, you know? Now that movie, love it. It's a very calm film. It's just funny. It's a chick flick film that I love. The next film I have on here is Not Another Teenage Movie. That's a complete parody film. I love it. I love these Y2K, 90s, 80s rom-com chick flicks films. I love them. And Not Another Teenage Movie, I just love how they make fun of everything that's like rom-com, chick flick film, high school film. Yeah, and also Chris Evans. I think this was before he became Captain America, but it's like him going from this to that. I love it. This film, I miss it so much. I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. Sadness. At least not in Spain. The next film I have on here is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It's just two people. One has a bet that he has to make a girl fall in love with himself in 10 days. And she has to lose a guy in 10 days. So it's like showing that the tension between two people. One is trying to get away and the other one is trying to keep them, but they don't want to keep them. It's like that tension, but then they have something cute going on. It's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I love it. It's just funny, chill. Yeah, one of those films. The second to last film I have on here is Clueless. I should have written Clueless next to Mean Girls, but Clueless, I'm not sure what I think about the ending of that film, that she ends up falling in love with her stepbrother, but he's not her stepbrother anymore. It's a bit weird, but Clueless, it's just, she's so out of touch in life. Sometimes it is okay to just be clueless. It's okay to be that girl who's just dumb. Also that guy who, I don't think if he was gonna jump out of a window because he didn't pass something, I don't know. It's just Clueless is one of those films I just want to forget what's going on in this world. I just put on Clueless. It's amazing. And last but not least, I put Disney princess films. That's a bit surprising. It's weird, every time I have to do my chores, like clean my bedroom, clean the apartment or anything like that, the only thing that can motivate me to do it or like keep me motivated to do it is Disney princess films. I don't know what it is, but like last weekend I was cleaning my bedroom and the apartment and I was just like, I'm gonna watch Cinderella. I watched the live action, actually. I love Cinderella live action. It's so good. Oh my god. But also I love watching the Cinderella, the original one, and also the Little Mermaid, the original one. I've seen the live action one. I actually really like it. Then like Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, and all of these films. I love watching it. And there's like one thing that annoys me a lot with my boyfriend is that I really like watching Alice in Wonderland. I know Alice in Wonderland is not a princess film, but he doesn't like Alice in Wonderland. I'm talking about the original one. He loves the live action ones, the first and the second one, but he doesn't like the original one. But I love it. It's one of my favorite Disney films. And he's like, ah, it's so old and it's so slow paced, and I'm just like, but it's just art, you know? I just love these old Disney princess films. Like Snow White is from 1920. Alice in Wonderland, I think it's from 1960s, but they've aged so good. Also just watching like the newer princess films like Frozen, Tangled, Moana. I know Moana is not princess, but it's like gets in the same category as the princess films. No, these type of movies I just love when I have to do chores because they're always like so happy and like happy-go-lucky type of films. Disney princess films are underrated. It's like the same with the Barbie and Bratz films. Like I'm trying to find the original Barbie films and the original Bratz films, but like it's impossible to find online. So if anyone knows where I can watch the original Bratz and Barbie films, like please, I miss them. So I remember watching Barbie Black Swan or Swan Lake when I was a kid and I loved it, or Barbie Nutcracker, Barbie like the 12 Dancing Princesses, and then the Bratz films. I miss these type of films. They don't make these type of films anymore. Yeah, these are my favorite like comfort films that I just watch on repeat if my life is just falling apart and I just need a reset of my life. These are one of the films that I watch to just take a deep breath and just be like, everything's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna die. Please let me know in the comments down below what are your top comfort films, if you have any comfort films, or if you don't have any comfort film, maybe your comfort is to watch a new movie. But I know for me that if I'm just like in the mood of crocheting or just forgetting, I put on these films and just let the world be how it is. I'm so thankful that I can do that. If you liked today's video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want more of me, I'm on Instagram and TikTok. I mostly post about my stunt life on there. Me jumping off 7 meters or 12 meters. That's maybe gonna happen again this year. Trying not gonna go to the hospital again. So if you're interested about my stunt life, please go check my Instagram and TikTok. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Ciao!